20 we had. But this time, uh, this is more mercy this time. So how is that more mercy? Because this is happening little early in May month. Generally, it happens in August, September. May month is a holiday. So especially housewives who are taking care of the kids, they get an opportunity. You have some buffer time to spend some time to do more austerity or whatever required for this month. Okay. So it starts 17th May to 15th June. Hmm? So why is it called Purushottama? And we all know Lord Krishna is Purushottama, especially Lord Jagannath resides in Purushottama Kshetra. Should have heard that. So, and it is a very favorite month of Lord Krishna, even more than Damodar month. Okay, so in this month, this we worship Radha Krishna, which anyway all the time we do that. So it is even one Damodar month is only 1/16 of Purushottam month. So how more merciful. So it is mentioned like no Ete Chamsha Kala Pumsha Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. Swayam Bhagavan Krishna. Similarly, for all the months, the supremost is Damodar month. Still more merciful is Purushottama Masa. So it is more holiest than Magh month, Vaishak month, Kartik month. So it's only worshipped by various sages, demigods like that. So there are more glories. And in this month, actually, we will see how it was Adhika Maas. So basically, in this month, these Marthas, they avoid doing all generally any materially auspicious thing like weddings or griha pravesh, those things like that. Generally, they don't do on Adhika Maas because it's not a muhurta day like that. So they were just avoiding this month, and the month was very sad about it. And Lord Krishna comes and asks, and he says, "Why you are like that?" And finally, he benedicts the month, saying that, okay, materially it is inauspicious, but spiritually it is very auspicious. So anybody who does this pratha for the whole month, they get special benediction and they get an opportunity to go back home, back to God. And this is the glory it mentions. So, in this month, what and all can be done, we will just see that. So it's like, why it's called this thing? Because see, we follow the lunar calendar in the Vaishnava calendar, and our English calendar, Roman calendar is the we have is actually solar, which is three. So there is a 10-day difference. Okay. So then that happens like, every 3 years, if you don't uh, add another and a month, hmm, then what happens is then all our festivals keep changing. So then every third year, an extra month is added in the Vaishnava calendar. That's called the Adhika Maas or called as Purushottam month. So by this, actually, the 3-year correction is done so that all the festivals come at that same time, right? So I just once attended a Banu Maharaj's thing. So they do this Tithi calculation in Ramzan, but Ramzan no, they don't have this kind of Adhika Mas thing. So that keeps moving here and there like that. So anyway, these are some details. So in this month, we it's like from Bhagavad Gita. We have the Purushottama month, Purushottam Yoga, the yoga of the Supreme Person. That is the 15th chapter of Bhagavad Gita we recite. Anyway, we'll see what other things can be done. So, yeah, so which I mentioned. So he has placed all his potency, and Lord Krishna has given blessings in this month. It's called Purushottam month. Uh, so in this month, when we do some pious act, especially spiritual act, especially giving charity and taking austerity, one gets more blessings of the Lord. Hmm? So then why it's Mala month? Yeah, all the karma kanda activities were avoided. So then, as we mentioned, that it is because of Krishna's blessings that all spiritual uh, activities they get more mercy. Actually, there is in the Puranas, the Pandavas they ask Krishna, so they have to suffer a lot and they to go different tests. So then the Puranas explain that they didn't follow the month of Purushottam appropriately. That caused their suffering. And then Krishna said, don't worry, very soon Purushottam month is coming. So please use it. So even though we do our devotional service, we get up, chant, do things, but still we have to observe this Purushottam month as a respect for the Supreme Lord that He is actually giving so much. So we take some austerities. What are the things we can do? We'll just see that. So that's how this month gets special blessings of the Lord, and uh, it is mentioned that the Lord said that whoever, especially it says Krishna says this month is not different from so all the various obstacles in one's life and following no sometimes in the course of our Krishna consciousness, gradually our activities are attacked by Maya. Slowly, we come down, and then sometimes our taste and our enthusiasm. So, being this month is more merciful, thousand times uh, more merciful than the normal month. So, one can, by following very easily, can overcome all the obstacles and the taste and many things in this month. Okay, so that's how this Purushottam month is placed. So, so let us just see the glories told by the sages and there's from Padma Puranas and Skanda Puranas. So Krishna is saying that it will destroy all past sinful reactions. So also it says one also gets pure devotional service. Without performing Purushottam, one cannot. So it has all the power, and also uh, Krishna also says in the glories that he will return to my abode, Goloka, at the end of this life. So then Durvasa Muni says, especially in this month, is like, bathing in a holy river, one becomes sinless. So 1/16th of the glory of the Purushottam month. So that's how it says even Purushottam month has 16 times more than Damodar month. So especially like bathing, chanting more, and uh, you know, by observing this, all our desires gets fulfilled. That's what is Durvasa Muni's glories. Valmika Muni says, like, by performing the Purushottam Vrata, one performs 100 horse sacrifices. All holy places live within the body of a Purushottam Mantrata. Anyone who faithfully performs Purushottam Vrat will go back to Loka Vrindavan. So especially residing holy dham yields thousand times the benefit. So it's like, desire tree. The Naimisharanya sages say that it's like, uh, like a desire tree, you can fulfill the desire, whatever you are thinking. And Radha Krishna is worshipped in this month. So by doing service to Radha and Krishna, one can burn all their reactions of his bad karma. So all aparadas are overlooked by Krishna in this month and gives spiritual advance. Okay, so this sets a ground that we saw how it is. So now we come to our main part of the presentation. Uh, what are the different ways we can do? As I again said, you're already doing devotional service. Okay, it is more attractive for people who are very new. But we should not think that no, I am already old, no, but still we also have so many back locks, like maybe sometimes we feel have been like getting up so early all the time, and let me take a break. That break never comes back with any other old back to form. And the taste also sometimes goes off. So this is a month, a great opportunity to revive our our initial days of Krishna consciousness. Okay, so these are some things which keeps some things which we can follow. You keep celibacy for 1 month, sleep on the floor, something like optional, but still some form of an austerity. Hmm? So the main Purushottam month is like, like Damodara month only. So rise in Brahma Muhurta. So then if you have to rise Brahma Muhurta, means especially, I think, 1 day, 2 day, okay. But 30 days, it's not so easy. So better we'll plan the month, plan the day, plan you go back to sleep little early. The whole family can plan, no? The kids with the kids, all this, they can all go to bed by 9:30. So then rising becomes easier. As I said, somehow this is most of the time it is August, September. Hmm? This month alone, it's in the May month. So that gives a great opportunity during the holidays. So we can put a lot of efforts. Hmm? So then we chant 16 rounds, sometimes Ekadashi 25. But as a group, you can all decide, let us stand more rounds the whole month. And we can spend some time chanting more rounds. Hmm? So 16, 20, 24, 32, 64, at least on Ekadashi days, we can chant two Ekadashis. I think it is 27th May. That is somehow, unfortunately, weekday, Wednesday. And then 11th June. They too are Ekadashis. At least those Ekadashis you can chant more, possibly 64, like that. So anyway, we can offer ghee lamp, which we always do, and possibly 33 lamp if you have. The whole family can offer to Radha Krishna. If you have Gandharvika Giridhari photo or anything, you can offer 33 lamps in this whole month possibly, or at least 1 day you can do. Hmm? So then anyway, Tulasi Devi Parikrama, which most of you will be initiated devotees and all, they will do every day. But at least if you are not, you can consciously make an attempt to do Parikrama and Arati of Tulasi Devi. So then you can visit temple, offer your darshan not only on Sundays. Maybe you can try to see if you can go every day and do Parikrama 4 times. Nrsingadev and Gandharvika Giridhari. Hmm? So then you can offer especially roses, lotus flowers, and tulasi. So every day you can offer tulasi. And like, when I used to be there, all through Purushottam Adhik used to take Tulasi for Giridhari and Narsimhadev every day. So go visit, do parikrama, offer Tulasi garland. So like that, you can offer Tulasis. So you can bathe, go to holy place and bathe. We have Kaveri in Srirangapatnam, in Srirangam. Yeah, Ganges, you have to go to North India, but still you can, if you don't know anything, you can say Ganga, Ganga, Ganga 3 times and you can take bath. Hmm? Guru Maharaj does that. So visiting holy places and then taking a bath. Hmm? Then this month you can chant the 15th chapter. Like, if you have morning programs, you can, I think it has 20 shlokas, which I think in a normal stream, if you chant, it may take some, like, 10 minutes or 7, 8 minutes. It takes like that. So you can chant and also Brahma Stuti in 10th canto, 14th chapter. Uh, uh, the prayers of Lord Brahma is there. So we can daily read that. Hmm. So we can read Bhagavatam, Radha Krishna Leela, these things. And we have Chaurashtakam, Yugalashtakam, Jagannadashtakam. These all you can keep in different. So basically, all these things you can make it and fill it up your whole day. Maybe morning you will do these things, and afternoon, maybe once you come back in the evening, you can add this. Housewives, maybe you have more time. Working people, you can slot your planning accordingly so that all these things can be performed. Yes, so maybe you can remain peaceful and truthful throughout the month. We can be consciously say we follow this and not to offend Vaishnavas, Brahmanas, cows, Shastras. So these are something. And maybe whatever required, don't ask for anything in the sense like, many times we say, you do this for me, do that for me in the family, like this, like this. So now this month, maybe everything you can do on your own. This is a kind of a thing which mentions here. Uh, yeah, so please worship and take the vow seriously and try to follow for the 30 days. Eat on leaf plates, that's okay. It is something optional. And no cutting of hair and nails, but this is also optional because the preaching movement, we are not very particular. And you don't, I think, especially mustard oil. Uh, we don't use like that, it says. Anyway, we don't use. North India, they may use. Okay. So then use like, some form of austerity, eating once in a day or twice in a day, especially grains, and other times you can take fruits and nuts and other things. Uh, Generally, if you are going for a treatment in Ayurvedic or sometimes they will only give you fruits. So like that, you can consider and do in your house only rather than going to a therapy and doing it. So it will be like a Purushottam Vrata also, purification of the body also. Okay, so something like that. Something, if you're like, very much attached to sweet or something, you can avoid that. Something you can do for 1 month. So, yeah, you donate 33 milk cakes to a Grahastha Brahmana. So, remembering Krishna. Hmm? And this mantra we used to chant. You can memorize this. Govardhanadaram Vande Gopalam Goparupinam Gokulotsamamishanam Govinda Gopikapriyam I worship the lifter of a Govardhan hill who has the beautiful form of a cowherd boy and who continuously plays with the Gopas. He is the Lord of Gokula, wherein every day is a festival. So that's the meaning. So you can chant one round or 33 times, whatever. So you can offer 33 pranams. I don't know how the 33 came, but it's given in the Purushottam Vrata thing. 33 dandavas, 33 lambs, 33 times anything like that. Okay. So, so these are some things which talks about various things. So you can all think what are the things you want to do, and accordingly you can decide. Yeah. So then breaking is, on that day we give basically get up early, then you do the worship the deities and then offer Pushpanjali and especially offering to charity. You give charity to Brahmanas 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, especially the Vastra, shoes, Lakshmi. Hmm? And especially if you give charity of Srimad Bhagavatam to a Grihastha Vaishnava Brahmana, then it is actually very good for your forefathers to be delivered. That's what the Mahatmya says. And then maybe different way. If you have just taken these, you give something to Brahmanas, this thing, slept on the floor, give a bed and pillow to a Brahmana, ate on a leaf, feed Brahmanas with tea and sugar. Anyway, so mainly important is to give some charity. Hmm? That is the main important thing for Purushottam Vrata. Especially in the temple, all the pujaris, you can offer them a vastra seva and their slippers and anything else which they will use, you can give as a breaking. And that will be on 15th June Amavasya. That's the last day. Okay, so this ends this presentation and I'll just read this. Purushottam month is the best of all months, vratas and austerities. Just by faithfully hearing the glories of Purushottam month, one attains Krishna Bhakti and immediately nullifies its reaction. One who performs Purushottam Vrata properly will attain unlimited Sukriti and go to the spiritual world. Hare Krishna. Okay. So, this is a short presentation on Purushottam Vrata. So, I was just talking to Premadatta Prabhu and told this. And if, if required, we can do. So, I don't know how many are new, basically means who came after 2023 and do a hand raise, digital hand raise. People who are before that, maybe you all know this. Who all came after recently, 2020. I think most of you are old only. Okay. Looks like, there are some who have come after 2023. We had in 2023, July to August, something like that. Okay. Yeah. So maybe this is all new for you. And also, one thing is people who are all new. One good thing which I will suggest, which we used to do there is you suggest them to chant 16 rounds. They may be chanting 4 rounds, 8 rounds. And this month they can chant 16 rounds. And then you can, the whole group can come to a conclusion. Let us all chant 16 rounds before 7 o'clock. That's good for the whole group also. Enthusiasm and other things will build up. Yeah, these are something, Prabhu. So, Premadath Prabhu, maybe if you want to say something, you can.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. Thank you for taking your time out and explaining the devotees about the glories of Purushottam. So I was just, I think you have told everything. Anybody has any question or comments to ask from Prabhu?
Yeah, yes, no, everything is very clear, but they have some new people have some suggestions or something. So I thought I will share this, Prabhu. That's
So I often get a question, Prabhu, like, some devotees ask that they cannot do austerities like sleeping on floor and,
No,
early.
that's what these are all optional.
So,
See,
yeah, I
for
say,
our there is a meeting on the leaf plate and like that. These are all this already that says optional. See, for us, we are Bhagavata with the movement, and Prabhupada insisted more on hearing, chanting. So those things, if you do, that's good. But if you can refine more on how to increase the quality of your Shravanam, Kirtanam, then Japa, those things, it's nice. It's morely you're like, absorbing yourself. So other things are all fine, like, sleeping on the floor in the sense with the mat, but not in the bed or anything. So it's something like, taking, like, see, the process of purification, no? In one place in 10th canto, third chapter, it says the different by bathing, the body gets cleansed. By cleaning all the articles, the unclean articles get cleansed. And by offering charity, all your belongings and your material possessions get purified. By being satisfied, your mind gets purified. By doing Krishna consciousness, soul is purified. And then finally it says by austerity, senses gets purified. And Prabhupada says in Nectar of Instruction, in preface, the first duty in our Krishna consciousness spiritual life is to control our body, mind, and senses. Sometimes we feel difficult doing that. So the senses are like, no, we think it should not, and senses will say it has to. So doing some austerity makes the uh, ourselves stronger. Yeah, if you do that, it's nice. But if it's not possible, at least something like, uh, chanting more rounds. We are always looking, Sannyasi is telling the greatest blissful moment of the day is the 16th Sakshi bead going up. You know? So we somehow never get aligned to chant more, right? Uh, so we can chant more rounds, have a vow, let me chant 2 rounds, 4 rounds more, 25 rounds or Nikadashi day. So we can do those things, bro. So we may not be very particular like that.
sure, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
Yeah, so somebody has written, which canto and chapter do you have Radha Krishna Leela? Yeah, Radha Krishna Leela is like, you can, the Krishna book, you can read those pastimes. But maybe the stutis are more stressed, which I mentioned is 10.14 and the 15th chapter. Maybe you can recite those stutis. Yeah, you can give it to near, as I said, to the pujaris. What we used to do is in the group. I don't know whether Premadath remembers. So Purushottam Adhik we collect and give vastra seva to all the brahmanas. So and even feed them on that day. Something like that we have been doing those days. I think 2014 was our before I left. 14, 11, like that we had Purushottam month. So like that we can do. Okay. So if nothing, nobody has
Hare
anything, install.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Prabhuji, actually, one of the point which is don't ask anyone for anything. Can you elaborate that, Prabhu?
These are all what most important. It says that it's like, you are sitting for something and eating. We say, bring me this, you get me this. Like, so be a very humble servant mode. Anything you want, you only get up and get it. Okay. Anyway, as I said, these are all not much important. more you concentrate on your Krishna conscious bhakti aspects, and these are all some austerity, correct? See, generally we say we are Jivera Swarupai Krishna Nitya Dasa, but we always order, huh? Do this, do that, like that. At least this 1 month, let us be a servant in all regards, whether inside the house, outside the house, or in the temple, or wherever. Just to have a very menial this thing. Today, I'll just tell you a very nice realization I had. Today, we have this summer residential camp for the boys. Hmm? So I was supposed to give a session. We have some 15, 20 boys attending. All Grihasthas kids, they come, stay for 1 month in the temple, and they attend the whole morning program to the whole thing. So I was supposed to talk on association, you know. So then I just gave an icebreaker saying that what is that which, who influences you and uh, what influences you from that person. So they're all boys, 8th standard, 6th standard, 9th standard, 7th, like that, a different 4th standard. Everybody said, like, no, in the temple, this devotee is nice, this. So I said, what influenced? It's like, they are so humble, and they handle us so nicely, and they very politely, very nicely, in a loving way, they say. That's what the kids are saying. Nobody taught them that you tell like that, tell like that. So humility is something very natural, and everybody gets attracted. But it is always a long distance quality for us. And especially when we are in a higher position, we always order and do that, do this, do that. So at least this month we can practice humility. So that's why these Goswamis, they were like, so humble. They like, do pranams. I think Raghunath Das Goswami used to offer how many? I think 1,000 obeisances per day or something.
1,000 Prabhu, yes. Sanatan Goswami.
Yeah, I think 2,000 or 1,000.
1,000.
For us, the whole lifetime we will be offering that much. So that's how Dainya, it's always nice. So I don't know when that time will come for, at least for me. So that's how it all tells those. So if possible, you can do that.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Okay. Okay, Prabhu. So
Prabhuji, thank you so much once again
Hare Krishna,
for
Prabhu.
taking out
Can
your
go.
valuable time.
Thank
Taking
you.
this thing, inspiration from you is always, it gives some boost to us that, yes, we should do. So thank you so
No,
much.
for me, by speaking, I may get more inspired to follow. That was my selfish.
Because this reminds us our golden days where we were directly taking instructions from you personally here. So,
Actually, Purushottam month, I still remember one Sunday, people have to rush to the temple to get space in front side.
yes, yes.
Used to, like, 400, 500 of them. I don't know. More, it's full. So those days was like that.
Yes, Prabhuji. We really miss those days, your association.
Nothing. It's all.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhu bhayavcha patidanam pavanebhyo vaishnavibhyo.
Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namaha. Thank you, Srivas Prabhu. Dandavat Pranam. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Prabhu.
Prabhu.
Bhagavad
Pranam.
Pranam.
Thank you very much,
Thank you,
Prabhu.
Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Thank you so much,
Prabhuji.
Prabhu.
Dandavat
Thank you.
Pranam. Thank you
Dandavat
so
Pranam,
much.
Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.